Jeez. Hi. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
My name is Luke.
My name is
my
Paul.
my
microphone is not over here. Hey.
I was gonna say, make sure you have.
Hi, everybody. My name is Luke. Paul is bringing me some tea. I woke
Aren't
up.
you guys proud that Luke actually started the stream? Wow, technology.
I've had it up to here with you.
Oh, how have you got up to here?
Up to here with you.
Up to here. Straight to jail.
This man straight to jail.
Straight to
Straight to
jail.
jail.
I can't believe it.
Anyway, that's how Paul and I talk to each other on a regular basis.
Yeah. You guys, I'm trying to figure something out. So if it plays an ad, I apologize. Somebody told me this is how you're supposed to do it because I was wondering aloud how, because like the way I have monetization set up on this video is to play ads, like me to manually place an ad. I can have it where it'll automatically place an ad, but I don't want to do that.
So that's why we're not making any money on any of the lives.
Yeah, I mean, like it'll play. I think at the beginning when people get on, but that's about it.
I don't want to make it annoying though.
No, I know. So that's why I was like, it said manually insert them, but like I have yet to figure out how to manually insert. Oh, insert ad, but how long is it going to be?
Shall we test it?
I'm going to test it, you guys. If it does an ad, I apologize. Oh, nope. Shoot. I would like to learn more. I don't know how. Oh, shoot. But I thought I was supposed to let you pick. I am so sorry. Put that in the chat. So sorry. Can you see me? Can anyone see me? Or is it playing an ad?
I can't get on. Hold on.
I am so sorry. Yeah, Luke, turn it. Well, but you'll be on premium. Can you get on a
like an unlisted?
Yeah, like an unlisted
I don't know how to do that.
tab, so you're not logged in. Go to the link. Oh, I don't know how to do that actually. It's gonna be tricky.
Open new private window and then do YouTube.
So I would like to see. Sorry, no, you can't see me. Wait, did it play an ad or no? Just got an ad at the beginning. Okay, Hillary, that's good to know. Just got an ad. Not me trying to figure this out right now in our live stream. I was curious about it, and my ADHD was just fixated on it because I was like, I don't know how to.
I'm
do
not
that.
signed in, so I'll see it if that happens.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. It says insert because here's the thing: the reason you'd want to be able to insert an ad is if you were live by yourself and you had to go use the restroom. What are you gonna do? Just leave? So you could insert an ad. But I thought I would be able to choose how long the ad could be, like a 30-second, 1 minute, like a skippable
one that goes over the screen.
Yeah, like I thought there was a way to do that, but I'm not seeing that option on here.
Weird.
How strange.
First of all, hi Peter, Hillary, Rick, Freddie, Regina, Dean, Dallas, Frank, Charles, Kim. Hi everybody, all the OGs.
Awesome.
So great, Mr. Me, Jason. What's up, Australia? Love that we got some people from Australia. I'm doing well,
fun.
Raz. How are you? So good. I woke up with a runny nose today, and that was not on my bingo card.
And honestly, not great.
Not great because I usually get sinus infections.
We are going to run a test of the emergency alert system, and by that I mean an ad. Don't be mad at me. I just want to figure this out. Sorry, my ADHD. So Luke, we're watching on Luke's computer to see if it'll play an ad. Ad inserted.
Nope.
Apparently not. You're lying to me.
I don't know how. I don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
so
either.
sorry.
I don't either.
Yeah,
honestly.
no ad for me either. And I'm on like a
unlisted,
private.
like not.
I'm
signed
not
in.
signed into anything. So.
So strange.
Well, we tried to learn a thing
And didn't learn
learn a thing.
It did tell me I needed to turn on monetization, which was turned on.
Oh, that's a little scary.
That's a little sus.
Oh my gosh, Mom
Yeah,
and Dad and
monetization's
Grandpa.
on. Insert mads. Manually.
Hi.
Whatever.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I have no idea what I'm doing, so it's fine.
Do we ever, Mr. Me asked, do you ever have telepathic powers? Not
No.
really. We have thought at times there was something like telepathic about us, but usually it's just because we're together all the time, and so we think similarly.
Yeah, there was one odd dream we had when we were kids that we shared a dream from different perspectives, but I think it was because we mumbled in our sleep to each other. Like we'd have incoherent conversations.
That's the only thing I can really think of.
So that's the only thing I can think of
Yeah.
that would be something like that.
There would be something like that.
Because at night you don't know.
Yeah. What are you guys up to today? Greetings, Pittsburgh.
Oh, Dean, it did happen the first time. Interesting.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
Okay.
No ad.
Well,
maybe it's only happening for some people. How funny would that be if you
I
think
literally
an
have
ad
no
is playing
idea.
and you're just like, play an ad, and then you leave, and some people can still see you,
and nothing happens.
and nothing actually stops.
That would be a little embarrassing, but
You're just over here with the peeing with the door open, and they can just hear you peeing.
well,
Awkward.
okay.
I know, Rick. Me too. I haven't actually seen the show yet. Hoping to see it at some point, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. Now that it's won Tonys, it's gonna be hard to get into.
Yeah, we were planning to see it.
I
when we were
also
in
love
New
Des
York.
and Darren. They're like so talented.
Yes.
So Des is a friend of Matt's, apparently.
Yeah, Matt, who was on the live.
Yeah,
weeks
and
ago.
so we
Matt
were talking
saw
about-
him in it recently.
Yeah,
and
he
then-
said it was great.
And I guess Des follows us on Instagram. I found that out when I messaged him,
I was just
congratulate him, and
wow.
I was like, "Oh wait, you follow me? That's crazy." But yeah, so cool.
Maybe there is an ad wait time, Dean. Maybe because if you if
Like
if
you'd
the
already did
ad played at the
one.
beginning, then you have to wait like a certain amount of minutes. It's
We
weird
might-
because it doesn't tell me that though on the back end.
Well, if you guys see an ad, let me know.
You're not supposed to see them unless I tell it to.
Yes. I recently discovered you guys. I'm curious if you guys created a Spotify playlist of the songs featured in your video.
Listen, that would be a great idea if we were on top of our crap.
That is one more thing I should do. I'll add it to my very long list of things to do.
Because I think it would be fun to have
It might have to-
specifically vintage dances. We have a playlist right now that it's our choreography playlist, meaning like if we are listening to Spotify and we hear a song, we're like, this would be so fun to choreograph. It goes into that playlist, but that's it. And so like some songs have been choreographed on that list and are still there, but it's not a public one. It's just one that Luke and I share.
Yeah. I don't know how I would do that necessarily.
Okay,
Wait.
Bob, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, Bob said he didn't see an ad when he hopped in, but some people have. Guys, it's inconsistent. I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know what's going on.
That stresses me out.
It's Brandon. Yeah, we are traveling some this summer. We don't. A lot of our plans are still kind of in limbo. There's a lot of stuff like in motion, which is like fine, but it kind of stresses me out a little bit. We do
Yeah.
have a trip next week.
Yeah.
that we're doing. I don't tell you where we're going for privacy reasons because I get in trouble because I blab all the time. So where we're gonna be,
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
You'll realize real quick where we are.
actually, technically, next live stream, we'll be on the road, which will be fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully, we'll be able to go live.
We should be able to. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
we should.
Yeah.
We should be able to.
What is your favorite color?
Oh, that's
That's
hard.
a great question.
I love blue
I love a teal blue.
and I love black.
This color. I love this color.
I also love like a really solid cream color.
No,
Very,
my favorite.
like a
listen.
soft tan, maybe.
Yes.
Beige.
Beige. Luke's a beige.
I'm a beige boy.
Beige and black. He likes
Beige and black.
Look, your skin tone and your that's what you love. I love this color and I really like this orange color together.
Orange. He's
Orange.
mustard. He's mustard yellow.
Yeah, he is. He's not quite the right orange, but
That's true.
orange like the lights in the background, like this orange here.
Yes.
I love this color.
love that color.
Also, we got this at a thrift store, a vintage store.
We got this at a vintage store and I love it.
It's like one of my favorite things.
I have
It's-
lots of favorite things.
I know I do too. I have a lot of favorite things, but it's a old ashtray, a vintage ashtray, and it fits our
Oh my gosh.
remotes.
I feel like I'm like
perfectly.
not sitting very straight and tall, but somebody just commented on my arms and shoulders, and I'm now like self-conscious about them. Like,
Oh, you said, oh yeah,
I was telling Paul today that during dance, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, ugh.
We're trying to cut.
We're trying to cut some weight because I
We're
don't
both
need to lose
feeling-
weight, but I feel it's just all this pressure, and I'm trying not to let it get to me. But nobody's saying anything. I'm just my voice is in my head.
Yes.
But I just
What
want
is
it as
your
a real
favorite
thing.
style of dance?
Oh golly,
I
old
have a-
Broadway.
Yes, like old
Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers. But
But
that's
even
old
like
cinema.
You know,
I
like
guess,
in
but-
what would you call it? Almost Vegas-esque, but the big staircase.
lots
in
of brass music and like
jazz,
jazz,
like
yeah.
jazz,
like Chicago. I
Yeah.
guess that's more Fosse, but
Oh, Fosse's good too.
but Fosse's
And
good
Tap.
too. Tap,
The
I just
classic, like,
classic
Broadway
Broadway style. Not, I don't know.
What about you? What's your favorite?
What's your favorite dance style?
What's your favorite color? What's your favorite dance
But Luke,
style?
thank you so much.
Like, I really love really well done hip hop. I love to watch it. Am
do
I
too.
good at it? No, but like that's okay. I try, but I'm not that great at it.
Yeah,
My movement textures aren't good.
yeah. It has textures are such a hard thing to explain, but yeah, I don't feel like I don't settle into
hip hop,
and I need to like really focus on that if I wanted to make that more of a part of our strategy.
Irish step, yeah, that would be fun. My knees hurt.
We have done that 1 or 2 times. We've tried to learn. It is very tough on my knees, and as a 32-year-old dancer
that didn't train it
growing up, it's definitely just like different. But
tap is one of my favorite dance styles.
Hi, Teresa from Ontario.
Oh my
so glad
gosh.
you're here.
Oh yeah, where is everybody from?
Fosse biopic was it?
Was all that jazz? I know. I need to watch that.
It's over there sitting on. Literally, the DVD is sitting over there.
DVD's right there.
I need to go watch it. I need to take the time to watch it.
I borrowed it from my friend Anne. If you're on Anne, thank you for letting us
you.
borrow it.
I think we have that, right?
Yes. Yeah, all that jazz. Or Fosse. No, that's Fosse.
We have the Fosse movie. Yeah,
we have the Fosse movie.
The Fosse show.
Chicago.
I need to watch all that jazz though.
I know. San Antonio, Texas. Let's go, Texas.
Oh, Chicago is here on the stream.
Oh.
What's up, Chicago?
Yeah. What's up?
Also, the musical Chicago, so great.
I told them to tell me where they were coming from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that.
Where y'all been? We've been
East
around.
Coast swing. Oh, I love swing. I'm not very good at it.
Swing.
Partner dancing is something that I just didn't ever have. I have Paul, so I didn't really have like a great like dance partner to like learn swing, and so I'd love someday I will learn swing.
Yeah. Well, the thing about swing that's really interesting, and one thing we didn't take advantage of on the ship when we were on that cruise is and I think we talked about it in the video, but we didn't start going to those partner classes because we didn't have a partner with us that we thought like, oh, there wouldn't be anybody to dance with, which is like, I don't know why we thought that, because there's always girls that need partners in dance. And so why wouldn't I go try to learn something? And now it was a very beginner level like education, but it was so much fun. And once we went to one, we went to the rest of them because
there
was
was
so much
one
fun.
slated. Because the one we went to was slated as rock and roll 60s swing, and so we thought that it would be more like just learning strict dance, no partner work. It was not. It was a partner class.
It's swing, so I don't know what we were thinking. But
we had a lot of fun.
I'm glad we met
a lot of people, because then we went to every class after that.
Yeah, it was so fun.
So much fun.
But swing is one that I want to train more.
How was School of Rock?
Oh,
we
dude,
really
we
liked
loved
it. We love seeing my friends in shows. That's my favorite thing, is seeing people I know do what they love.
Yeah.
And it's just so fulfilling. We got to see Tay and Mean Girls. We got to see Maurice and Lion King. And we got to see Weston, Marianne, John, Ivy, Robert. Was there anybody else that we knew?
Jessica
Alcorn in School of Rock. And that was so
oh my gosh,
fulfilling.
it was so fulfilling.
It was so fun. And then last night to see Nani, who was in Legally Blonde with us. She was in Pirates of the Penzance, the show on the Tonys, and then she's in the ensemble there.
And then an alumni of Miller Marley was danced in the blue outfit of Death Becomes Her. He's like one of the main dancer
in Death Becomes Her, the All About the Gays song.
So
funny.
And he is so good.
He's so good. And he's like,
and then there was another girl from Miller Marley that was on too, but I don't know her.
He's performed on the Tonys many times. He was the dance captain for golly gee, Hugh Jackman was just in it.
Oh shoot.
And it's where
Not Sunday in the Park with George. Why am I thinking Sunday in the Park with George? That's not even
golly gee, somebody help me.
oh shoot. A Music Man.
Yes, Music Man.
Yeah, he was dance captain of Music Man.
He was dance captain of Music Man. So very, very cool.
Yeah,
I have to go blow my nose.
One of my favorite swings. The great swing is to Great Ball of. Ooh, that sounds like fun. On a scale of totally amazing, how would you rate your stashes? Well, right now the stash is a little muddled because of the scruff. I got to be honest. I like a little bit of scruff. If I don't have a little bit of scruff, I feel like it makes me look fat. So like I know that I'm not fat, but it makes me feel very round in the face. And so I like having a little bit of shadow here to help me out, to help my chin out.
You
just a little
contour
bit.
with a beard.
Contour with a beard. But we're shooting a brand deal tomorrow, and I need to shave tonight to make sure it's like nice and clean.
Yeah, guys, we have to get up at like 5:30 tomorrow morning to go shoot this brand deal. So we're very excited about it. But it is going to be a very short night. So we're gonna get off here right at 11.
Yeah,
because I gotta go to bed.
We picked our outfits out.
I like the scruff too. Thanks.
Yeah. And it works with like the 70s vibe. I know. That's why I like it too, Harlan. I think that the scruff, like it works with the period. So
yeah, it works.
So it works out okay.
For what we're doing,
Yeah.
I think it's good.
What happened to minimalism and veganism? Success? Failure. No, I think the thing about minimalism, I actually really don't know what happened to that. That just kind of...
I think I really loved the idea of having less and really being very intentional with what we do have. And I think we're still very intentional with what we do have just because of what we're doing right now with our brand and with just everything that we have, how we've kind of turned our house into a home. We just needed some more stuff, and that helped us, I think. But more, I think the thing that stopped the minimalism, or like stopped that being the main focus of like this idea of like wearing
Clean
very
lines,
plain,
have nothing, everything,
have nothing in the house, was that I just I got kind of tired of it.
Yeah.
And I think there was always this desire to have, specifically with the period clothing. That was what kind of started it a little bit. Was we started gathering and collecting more vintage, and then even not vintage, but stuff that looked vintage. And then we needed more space to store that. And so that's kind of what started a lot of that stuff. And I still think we're very intentional with what we want to bring into our house because we don't have that much room. But now we have the place to organize it, and I think that's important. So I don't think that we're not necessarily in that mindset of what's important. And also we're always trying to be mindful of what we're bringing in and having something go out, because I think that that's important.
When things come in, that means other things have to leave.
Ended during the 2020 because I was trying to put on muscle and I could not. Luke
started doing the vegan thing because of his skin, and then the skin thing kind of resolved itself, and then I was only doing it to lose weight, but then we were trying to build muscle, and I couldn't build muscle on a vegan diet without doing a ton of soy, and that which can mess with your hormones, and I was like, well, I don't want to do that. So we switched, added in eggs and chicken and everything else now. So
wow, I feel so low energy compared to last week.
I know. Wake up. I got so much done today. I feel like I just like maybe not. Maybe I didn't.
I also really like
I love chicken.
I love chicken. And I don't mind fish. Fish is my second, and then maybe red meat after that. But we grew up with a lot of red meat, like steak and hamburger, and so I just love chicken. I don't know. That's like my favorite.
I know it's our last week, but what your fans will be called saucers.
Last week, but I love it.
I do think saucers is probably the most like.
It makes the most sense.
It makes the most sense. Saucers. Sasquatch is good, and my dad loves Sasquatch. Sasquatch. He thought that was so funny.
I do think saucers is
condiments.
Good. I get why condiments would maybe not be a good.
I think it's so funny.
A good thing, but I think it's a little too like plain. Like people might not understand what you're talking about.
It might be a little.
It might be kind of an inside joke, tongue in cheek.
Yeah, tongue in cheek. Yeah, the condiments.
I think that condiments could be something maybe for Patreon, like the real ones.
Now, maybe you could put that in the tiers.
I don't know. That feels a little bit cheeky, but like I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I don't know. Funny. I kind of don't want to lose condiments. That's my second favorite. Skullbills, I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Sauce Mates is fun. I love Sauce Mates.
I think at the end of the day, Saucers is the one that makes I think would stick if we started using it.
I agree.
It's like, what's up, Saucers? Makes more sense than what's up, Sasquatch? Like, what?
I also don't know if I want to call, I don't want to say what's up to a specific group, because I want everyone to feel welcome, even if they may not know what the N is.
Right.
And I always I think that
but if you have a group, then you're adding people to enter the group.
Yeah, but it still comes down to what are you calling people?
Yeah, that's
true. It you or y'all? And the idea is with a YouTube video, you're talking to someone sitting on their couch with their computer or on their phone or on their TV. You're talking to usually one singular person, and you're talking to one person watching it. Even if they're watching in a group, you're still talking to that one person. And I learned that in 2017 in LA from Tessa Violet.
1 second.
And it was such wise advice to be like, you are really talking to one person. So don't say, what's up, you guys? My name is Miranda. That's not helpful.
That's not personal.
That works for Miranda Sings. But say, hey, what's up? I'm so excited that you're here today.
Yeah.
That is way more powerful than, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something more genuine,
more
about
personal.
So that's why saucers, like using it as a greeting. I think being what up? You're part of join the sauce fan.
What up, saucer? You could do singular. I mean, you do.
What up, saucer?
Yeah. That's
use
why I
it
love
like
Greg.
a nickname.
That guy.
I love that his fan
Greg.
base is called Greg.
What is his name? His first name.
I don't know. He was from Vine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he.
All
the
the
saucers
Paul.
say hey, hey.
I think that Peter's right. Saucers is logical and simple, and it's not like hard to understand.
And saucer could be singular as well.
Yeah.
What's up, saucer? Like you could singular, make it more singular if you wanted to. But yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah, Kim said saucers is short and snappy and doesn't need much explanation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Dallas said he's a big saucer.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
Oh.
I kind of want to sell like a literal saucer that says twin sauce on it. And I think, or maybe just give it away to our patrons or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Speaking of Patreon, I am in the process, guys, of getting these t-shirts figured out.
Yeah,
It's not a hard thing, but I'm afraid that if I launch them, so there's different ways I can do like gifting tiers.
Yeah.
And so I'm afraid if I start one that I then can't, like if you receive that, then if I change it, you don't get any more.
What do you mean?
So like I was looking on Reddit and people were like, well, I did it. And then after a year.
There's a really good question I want to answer.
Go for it. Yeah.
But I'm not sure what you're talking about, so maybe come back to that.
It's just Patreon fulfillment and the way it fulfills. And the reason I haven't launched t-shirts yet.
That scares me. I just don't want to like do something wrong.
That's why I haven't done it yet.
Okay, question.
Me and Matt were working on it.
Kenton? I lost it. Kenton, I'm about to start going to the gym starting tomorrow. I don't have a gym buddy to go with. Any advice? No one's watching you.
Do your best.
No one cares. Like, as somebody who goes to the gym regularly, and granted, I've always had a gym buddy. I always have Paul. And when I started going to the gym a lot, I was with Paul and Matthew. And that was really, really helpful for me to have that support and that accountability. It kept me going. I will say, after going, it was crazy to me to realize how little I looked at other people in the gym and how little I cared about how much other people were lifting, how little I even compared myself to others other than physique. You will find yourself comparing yourself to other people's physique. That's a dangerous battle. Be careful. Be nice to yourself.
Yeah.
You're on your own journey, and the only person you're competing with is yourself.
Yeah.
Truly. But that being said, the best advice I can give is to just show up. Try to show up.
Yeah, and Dean said, like, if your gym has classes, try to get those.
Yes, that'll help
try
you
to
a
go
lot.
because then it's a timed thing. You'll make friends there a lot of times,
And you'll see them at the gym.
Yeah, and then you'll see them at the gym. And it's also, if you go consistently, those friendships, those things, those people, even if you don't talk to them, there is like becomes an expectation that you show up, and if you don't, they're gonna worry about you.
Yeah,
they're like, hey, where were we at last week?
I don't know if your gym has classes. If it doesn't, just show up and try to make friends.
Yeah,
like people are. I think that the gym is literally a social club for a lot of people.
Yeah,
our gym, people will talk to. They have like their buddies and they talk. I don't talk to a lot of people because I just want to get it done. But I have like trainers that I've seen and like gotten to know over. I've gone to the same gym for like 7 years.
The more open you are, don't be annoying, but also the more open you are to talking to somebody, even just being like, hey, when you walk past somebody, like they may not talk to you, but after time. You know, like those videos about bros when they like walk past each other, like it takes like 3 conversations and then they're the best buds.
My biggest advice is just show up.
Yeah.
Figure out a way and also figure out what works for you.
Yes.
If lifting weights is too intimidating, start with a treadmill.
Yeah.
If the treadmill is too intimidating, start with the bike
or stretching
or maybe just stretch.
Yeah.
Just show up and then it's a journey. So
Michael,
you'll learn more as you go.
That's not true.
What?
He said, I'm too ugly for the gym.
That's not true. What?
Listen,
also, you're not ugly.
Also, okay. What I tell
God
my kids,
made you special, and He loves you very much.
This is not about physical appearance anyway. But with my dancers, we were trying to teach some dancers how to do cartwheels, and one girl did not want to even try. And I said, "Girl, if you don't try here, when are you going to try? We're in class. This is where you fail. This is where you are at your worst. Like if you,
this is where you grow.
This is how you grow.
And you gotta start
and if
somewhere.
you can't, now I feel ugly every day.
That is not true, Michael. That is not true.
That
you
is
are
not true.
Inherently valuable,
Bruh, I think I'm ugly every day. So like, we're all in this together.
I literally told Paul before the live, I was like,
I am so fat.
I hate the way I look in the mirror at the gym or at dance class. And I was dancing my face off, and I was
You
having
were.
so much fun.
And he looked great.
Thank you. But I felt like I looked terrible. And you know what? That's just a part of the psyche, the human psyche.
You are gonna have to figure out how to talk nice to yourself.
You have to learn how to talk nice to yourself. And
my
you
gosh.
have to show up.
If you guys don't know who Anna Prezi? Oh, she is the doll. We danced with her recently. She yells in her backyard and rolls around in the grass with the trash, and it's hilarious. You guys
I love her.
She's really into self-talk. Did you just say bruh? I do say bruh a lot.
Bruh.
Who did I call bruh? I was at that Katy Perry concert. This guy was talking to, and I was like, yeah, bruh.
Yeah,
He's
bruh.
Like, you just call me a bruh? I was like, yeah,
You just
bruh.
call me a bruh.
Bruh?
Bruh. Sorry, we grew up with two older brothers. My brother Steven said broski.
Broski.
So we were, and that was before Brittany Broski.
Yeah.
But this was like
And then,
way before Brittany
and
Broski.
then we started saying bro scubbins.
Bro Scubbins. That became Steven would be always.
What's up, bro scubbins?
Hey, Bro Scubbins. Also, he would always, and to this day, he will call me and be like, "What's up, Sez? Oh, hey, Pause.
Hey, Sez and Pause."
And that's what our nicknames were in high school.
What's
That
up, Sez?
he really helped us
He did.
create. So now, if he calls me anything other than that, it feels weird.
It feels weird. Like when he answers the phone. If you call him and he answers the phone, he'll be like,
"What's up, Sez?"
Pause or Sez.
Hi from Machu Picchu. Oh my gosh, so fun.
Oh, how were your Charlie? How were your
Dallas
auditions?
says-
What are you
wait,
cast as?
Yeah, Charlie, how did that go? Also, we saw you at Mean Girls. So cool to see you.
Yeah.
Michael.
Where are you at?
I get more workouts done alone, and I use an iPod so no one talks to me. Honestly,
Fair.
same. I use earphones, and sometimes I have nothing playing. I just have them in my ears. And honestly,
here's the thing.
I'm not standoffish at the gym, but I'm also not
Engaging.
I'm not trying to engage because I don't really have time.
Also, Luke and I are really easily distracted. So if we have more things to distract us, it will take us even longer. We
I
spend
know.
close to an hour and a
We
half
were-
minimum at the gym. We did an hour the other day. I was so impressed with us.
I
We
was
were
so
cruising.
impressed. But we no breaks, and
No
I couldn't even
breaks.
get all my reps in because I was like, I was like, I don't ever go this fast.
Yeah, but normally Luke and I we'll start working, especially because it's first thing in the morning when we go.
I get a lot of emails.
And get a lot of emails. Our manager's texting us. There's things that are happening, and so there's things you have to get to people. And instead of
tough.
being like, "I'll get to you in a minute. I'm at the gym," we just do the work right there, which is not always good.
because I can do a lot of it on my phone, which
Let
is
me ask
hard.
you: you have nicknames, or do you have nicknames growing up?
We had good nicknames growing up, but
We
I was
still
Sez
use them.
and Paul was Pause, and
like pause, like PAWS,
like PAWS,
Pause.
and says like Luke says, "Go away," but it's just
Says.
says. And to be honest,
SAYZ,
it was
if you wanna think about it that way?
It was
Says.
or S-easy kind of.
Yeah, SEZ.
It was honestly
Says.
something that like evolved over time, and I don't know. My brother Steven really came up with it, but Paul kind of helped to keep it alive.
Well, it was Luke, and then it was Boots, and then it was Boots says, and then it was Says. So it was like Boots says.
You say that, but I don't remember any of the other iterations. I only remember Says.
It was young. Polka Dot Paul. That was a
Any
big
thoughts
one.
on Tony Awards?
Rex,
I was hoping for.
Are you throwing shade at my hair right now?
Hold on. Maybe Happy Endings was the only one I was really rooting for.
Yeah.
I thought everything was great, but I was really rooting for Maybe Happy Endings. So when they won Best Musical, it was a huge.
Yeah, it was huge.
It was a huge shock because literally nothing I ever root for wins unless it's like Hamilton. And
Oh, yeah, that's a
so
good
like
idea.
because this was such a, but I would say that there was nobody like slated to like rake. So I wasn't like thinking that like
it wasn't like a Hamilton.
Death
year.
Becomes Her is
Yeah.
going to take everything. But I was really excited to see Maybe Happy Endings win. Dez, there's like 4 people I think in the cast. And Dez, not Darren Chris, but Dez, follows us on Instagram. And he's a friend of Matt, who was on our live stream 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So that was so cool. But
Kim said you could put your phone on airplane mode while you're at the gym so
is
that you
not-
can't do anything.
not a bad idea because nothing is that urgent.
No, it isn't. Hey,
sorry.
from Seattle, Minneapolis. What's up? Could you? Do you guys own a comb? Well, Rex, I think that's some shade. So, I do, and I actually use. There's a lot of work that goes into this distressed look.
Hold on, I wanted to. Charlie said he was casted as Christopher Belling, a British director and musical theater, and he's a very comedic yet important role. Congratulations! You've told me what's the show? Are you doing curtains? Christopher Belling. He's the director.
Who?
In Curtains. He's the director.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Wait. Who is? Sorry,
Charlie at Stageworks. Yes.
I love that, guys. Curtains.
We
is such
did
a good show.
Curtains 2021. You can still see the video.
Curtains is. I'm
BTS,
so sorry.
one of my-
I did not know who we were talking about.
Charlie.
I'm tracking now. I was thinking like Broadway, and I was like, who? Charlie? Who?
They're bringing curtains back.
Where's
the audition?
Where's the audition? I want to go. I want to be in that
Ensemble. Do you have a comb? Polka Dot Paul. Yes. You can put your phone on airplane mode. You already said that. What's up, Minneapolis? What's up, Seattle? Oh my gosh, there's so many plays I've never heard of. Yeah, same. Literally, they were doing all the nominations for plays, and I was like, I've never heard of a single one of these, and it's because
Some
I
of
don't
them
really
look
know
good.
plays.
I love that the girl from Stranger Things, Max, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Isn't that
Sadie.
one? Isn't the
Excuse
Tom
me.
Proctor is the villain or is the villain? Again,
Desderon, yes. Yes, he really has gone. He's done the work. Oh my gosh, thanks, Cameron. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, do you want more tea?
I'll take some. Do you have more hot water?
I mean,
The Voice.
I haven't reheated it, so it's just
Oh, yes. Paul, so Des must have met
Matt on The Voice.
on The Voice or on... That makes sense.
I think-
Matt knows everybody from LA because of his voice. So I
right.
honestly, it's so cool. I love that he's had such a long journey, and it's fun to see those people kind of.
Kim, you're
succeed.
saying MJ the musical? That's such a good musical.
Oh my gosh, I love
I'm
it so much.
Obsessed.
My
with-
friend Tay, who was in a video, who was in Mean Girls, he auditioned for the Australia tour multiple times. So I'm so glad that you're getting to see that.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it,
unfortunately.
but
he's
I'm
on
very excited
Back
for
to the
you to
Future
see it.
now.
It's one of my favorite Broadway shows ever. Actually,
He was at the Tonys last night. Tay was.
He
No,
was.
he wasn't in the Tonys, but he was
just at them.
visiting.
I am surprised.
Wait,
When
Robert,
people-
did you like Oh Mary? I didn't. Oh Mary's a play. I'm generally going to Broadway to go see a musical, so I didn't know anything about the plays.
Yeah, Oh Mary was a new one for me. I didn't know
I was
any,
like, oh,
any of the
that looks
plays. I did
hilarious.
not know. I was Oh Mary won Best Lead.
Cool,
the guy
Charlie. He said, "I'm also a skater at MTKC's High School Musical." I cannot wait for MTKC High School Musical.
I know. There's a
Anytime
killer
someone
cast.
does a High School Musical in community theater, I'm there.
I know. I love a community theater moment.
Love it. Support the arts. Also, in the speeches at the Tonys last night, several people said support local art by going to community theater, and I was obsessed with that because it's true. Go support local art.
Nicole gave her
Tour de
Force. Highly recommend. Saw her on my birthday. I am a huge Pussycat Dolls fan.
She gave.
When I grow up, my gosh. And I remember seeing a clip of her a long time ago when that music video dropped, of her on set for When I Grow Up. And it was shot across the street from one of the Broadway
Gershwin Theater.
From Gershwin.
Wicked.
Wicked. It was across the street. And she said, someday I want to sing on one of those stages.
She said I'm gonna sing across the street from here. I don't. She
Yeah.
she was talking in reference to Broadway, but
Yeah.
she was like, I'm on this
So
side
to
of the
watch
street
her
right now.
win a Tony last
Yeah.
night,
Oh,
cringe. Not cringe. Like crying. I was cringing. Like I was a mess.
you were cringe.
I was cringe.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
You were cringe with excitement.
Cringe with excitement.
Yeah.
And to watch her vocal texture and this her control.
Her control
is in
her vocal control is
insane.
insane. I was obsessed with that performance.
And to watch, is it Jason? And does anyone know? Is he related? The director, is he related to
the guy with the tattoos on the head, is
Yeah.
he related to Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Because he's Jason Weber. So I didn't know if he's related at all to Andrew Lloyd Webber, but because it's Andrew.
Oh no, Paul! I'm Emmy nominated for commercial work,
Not
for
Tony-
editing,
not Tony
Tony
nominated.
noms. If I was a Tony nom, best believe I'd be shouting that to the rooftops. That would be a lot more useful in my department. Emmys kind of does work in that, but it's like it's so weird because I was Emmy nominated for a commercial I edited and helped shoot. So like, it's very much like not like it's cool. But it's not that big of a deal. It's a regional Emmy. It's not even like, I was up against the Chiefs. The job I did for Visit KC was up against the Chiefs and the Chiefs won. So
Yeah, they won that
which is like what it is. Like it was fine. It's cool, but it's not that cool.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk it. Luke tells me I talk it down all the time, and it's a big
it's a
accomplishment.
very very cool.
And it is cool, but it's not that cool. It's not like I was on TV. I was definitely not. It was.
When is
Not
the
even
Tony?
televised.
I love that. Like, when's the Tony nomination coming? No,
No.
I would have to be like I think the only way I would get a Tony is if I was
Guesting somewhere.
No, if I was in the ensemble of a musical that won Best Musical. That's the
Yeah, that's
only
the only
way.
way, yeah.
I think I would do it. And even then, I'm not sure.
You guys,
if I'm
we
even good
aren't
enough.
lead vocalists. You gotta be a powerhouse to be
Also-
like the lead.
It is crazy to me, and I think I didn't understand this even when I was a young dancer and when we were like in college and even up into our mid to late 20s. I didn't realize how competitive. I knew how competitive Broadway was. I didn't realize how competitive and how talented
You had to
people
be.
are in that industry and still never get booked. Like it is
Yes.
crazy to me to watch the talent ooze from these people. We were walking. I think social media has really given us
that perspective.
A perspective into that, because I see people and I'm like, I would cast you in a heartbeat. Like, your textures are so good, your voice, your dancing, like, you have it all. You have the acting, like, you're giving ensemble, or you're giving lead, and they just never get past the booking stage. So it's crazy.
They'll get callbacks sometimes. Yeah, but it was like nuts to me how competitive it is.
And a lot of people do say this, and I think this is absolutely true. But I think that a lot of people,
like, people tell us we would be fine on Broadway, and I was like, that's great. I don't think I'd ever get cast.
Well, the only way I think we'd get cast is if it was like a fan or somebody in the casting room knew who we were from the internet and thought we could sell shows. That's literally what I think we could get. Again, I think that JJ Neiman, I think that Amber, and all these social media kids that are killing it, who are also getting cast, are incredibly talented, way more talented than me. But I think there is an asset to the show to have them in the show.
Yeah. What's the interesting thing about it is why
I think there's an asset. I'm not sure if anybody's actually doing that. I think it's an asset.
I think it's an asset. But I was thinking the interesting thing about JJ is they cast him as a swing. So, like, he won't go on every night.
He is a swing in Hamilton?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
He swings the show. So it's not even like, you're not even selling every ticket. It's only when he goes on that you sell tickets. So, like, if he posts and says, hey, I'm on tonight, then you sell tickets. But, like, I feel like that's an odd reason to cast him. I don't think that's the reason they cast him. I think they cast him as a swing. Because that wouldn't make any sense. Why would you cast a person that you're trying to use to sell shows in a swing position?
That's true. That's true. So maybe that's not
the case.
That's not a strategy.
I think he's good enough to be any of those parts that he's done.
Oh, absolutely.
But I wonder if
we've met him, and he's incredibly nice, and he's incredibly talented.
But I don't know if his fame got him through that booking room. Does that make sense?
Or at least the recognition.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I would be interested to talk to him about that.
Why they cast him.
I can almost guarantee that's why we got cast in Legally Blonde.
Is they wanted us to sell the show.
I
also think that they really liked us as people.
I hope so.
Like,
I mean, that's always the goal.
I think with Legally Blonde we kept up. But
in the audition room?
I think there was others that were better than us.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just me being humble. I'm not trying to toot anyone's horn. Why? I don't know how. Okay, whatever. I was just trying to see so I can see better.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Orville Peck in the role of MC.
What show? Wait. What show? Orville Peck. I know that name, and I'm blanking.
Chippendale the Musical. Honestly, somebody was
Hilarious.
like, "You guys should do Chippendales," and I was like, "I'm not fit enough to do Chippendales."
No, gosh, and I don't really want to. But we have also, somebody told us that we were the right height to play Chippendale, and I think we're still too tall to play Chippendale. At the parks.
To be friends of Chippendale.
Friends of Chippendale.
Yes.
We did meet a friend of Chip.
Cabaret.
Cabaret.
Yes. Thoughts. I don't have any thoughts. I am excited to see what they're doing with it. I think it's going to be, I like how they're releasing information, and it's going to be.
It's like super like secretive.
It's secretive.
I love that.
I think it's fun. I think Cabaret is such an interesting thing, because it has such a dedicated audience.
Yeah.
And it's never been one that I've like been super duper drawn to.
It's so weird.
It's a little just like weird. I think it's fun. I think that's fun. But it's hard. I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do with it. We'll see.
For real. Yeah.
I love Legally Blonde band. It's not, we did it with the original Brooke Wyndham. Her name's Nikki Snelson. She was Brooke Wyndham on Broadway when it opened. She's in the MTV. If you watch the film recording, the pro shot, she's incredible. But she directed it at Starlight here in Kansas City, and Paul and I auditioned and somehow got in.
To be fair, when they did want to see us for the callback, not because of our singing. My singing, I botched that singing audition.
I know it wasn't because I sang.
Oh no, they were not casting me as a singer. I'm pretty sure I was muted that entire show.
Oh, I'm sure I was.
I mean, like, I can sing okay. But when you get into some of these crutchy harmonies, no, turn me off. I don't care. I'll try my best, but turn me off.
They're always so kind about it, though. They don't ever tell you.
Who is Orville? What else has he done?
Let's Google
him.
Let's Google him.
Because I know that name, but why would I know his name? Orville, what is his name? Orville
Peck.
Yeah.
Oh, the country singer who has fringe over his eyes. I didn't realize he was in.
That's fun.
That is so fun.
That's kind of a good time.
Yeah.
I think you'll do fine.
Which he's no longer doing the fringe, right? I saw an interview with him recently where he wasn't. I don't really know a whole lot about him.
I don't know much
but
about him at all.
that is very, very cool.
He's the masked country singer.
There it is, the mask. Yep, that would have helped me get there. But he's got a vibe.
Yes.
Also, I love someone who's willing to commit to the bit.
I do too. It's kind of
Okay.
like what's her name? The girl who sings
Sabrina
really,
Carpenter?
No, the girl who sings really well. The dancer Maddie was a dancer for. Shoot, she always wore big hair bows, and she covered her face.
Lady Gaga,
Sia. Thank you. I know it's over with an S. Guys, I'm so tired. Did you see the D23 event for the Goofy movie? I did not, actually. I saw that the D23 event.
They invited us to one, and we couldn't go because it was in LA.
Yeah.
But I don't think we were invited to that one.
No.
It looked very cool.
It looked super cool. Are a lot of those
Yes. So it was an equity contract.
Oh, Starlight Equity. Yeah.
So Starlight is. So they only do every year so far, the last 3 years.
Equity is the actors union, and there are shows that are rated as equity contracts.
Shows.
So like if you look at regional productions, you're going to have community theater productions, and you're going to have non-ec community theater productions, and then you're going to have equity regional productions. And those are all different.
And there's non-ec tours, but then there's equity tours. It's just different. So we were in an equity production of Legally Blonde, even though we are not equity or in the union. So
which is how you get points to get into
I'm not in the union, but I got points for doing that show to get me toward being in the union. I don't need to be in the union because I'm not actively trying to do theater full time.
And if we did, we wouldn't be able to do community theater shows.
And we want to be able to
You'd
do
be barred
community
from that.
theater,
Yeah.
even though we haven't been able to do it for several years. But still,
I want the opportunity.
I want the opportunity. So, I do think that equity is important, but for us, it doesn't make sense, right now. So,
can you record the chat?
I'm Luke. That's Paul.
With your camera for a vlog? What do you mean the chat? Like what you guys are saying?
You can record whatever. You can actually come back and watch this video again.
Oh, Luke has. Oh, I don't have my watch on. I took it off. Luke has a light watch band, and Paul has a dark watch band. If you're ever wondering, that's how you can tell us apart.
Always.
Luke has a light. Paul has a dark.
Luke light.
Oh, Cameron, it's okay. You don't have to. Yeah, Paul is I generally am on the left.
We've sat this way, and it just become normal.
But then when we dance, we do not always dance this side.
That's not.
Somebody was like, "Wait, you're on the wrong side," and I was like, "I've never thought about what side we dance on." That's never been
Kenton, so exciting! We did grow up going to church camp, and we ended up working at church camp, and it was some of my fondest memories.
I loved it.
In fact, my family's having a family reunion, and it's at the church camp that my mom grew up at because her dad was a camp director for his entire life until he retired.
Yep.
He was like a camp director at this camp in Tennessee.
Kim said, when I was a teen, I did a show. Of Peter Pan. I was Wendy. It was so much fun. Kim, that is so fun.
Kim
with the lead.
Also, guys, I don't know if she posted this, but Kim sent us a video of her doing the Defying Gravity dance, I think. Was it Defying Gravity or a different one that we choreographed that she learned from a video? Regardless, I was so impressed. You are so good.
Kim, I don't know why you didn't post it.
Post it.
Just saying.
Post it.
Just saying.
Anyway.
Post it.
Luke has a crooked nose. Paul has a neck mole.
It's true. Right here.
I broke my nose twice.
So people say that the mole is a circle, so you can make it a P by adding an imaginary line to it, so it makes a P.
Are we seeing any other shows this summer? I'm sure we will. So the Theater in the Park has $10 shows here in Kansas City and
I think
Shawnee
it's
Mission
12
Park.
now,
It's at $12 now.
I think so.
And we try to see every one of those 5 shows. This summer is
they just had a James and the Giant Peach, which I never.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is next.
That's next.
Then Catch Me If You Can, which we wanted to be in because my friend Casey Christensen is doing the choreography and directing, and I love him so much.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out because of our family reunion. And then so Casey Christensen's doing that. And then after that is
bye, bro.
It's like a Disney double feature. No, that's the last one.
That's the last one. I think there's one more between the two.
Honestly, I don't remember. But we usually go to all those shows. We love it. We get to sit out with our blankets and our snacks.
is doing
High School Musical. They just
Starlight always has us out for their shows.
Yeah, Starlight always has us out.
Life of Pi is coming. I'm so excited.
And that's the
for
only
that
one of the
tour.
season I've never seen before, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah, excited about that.
I really want to see Anne Juliet, and it's touring.
Yeah.
But I don't know when it's coming here. Anyway, there's always shows. There's always shows.
Always shows. And we love to go support our friends.
We love seeing musicals.
Yes. Luke's crooked nose. Paul's neck. Yeah, somebody asked, how did you break your nose? He break dancing.
Double front flip And then when I was on the trampoline, and when I landed, my heels, I landed kind of early, and I was still tucked into a ball, and my heel hit the trampoline, and then on compact, it hit my nose. So then it jutted it to that side. Yeah. So, and then in college, it got worse because I was breakdancing, and my right knee came up and hit my nose. So it pushed it even further.
Both the same side.
And now I have a deviated septum. So whenever I get a runny nose, even just a simple little cold, it will almost always turn into a sinus infection, which I'm not looking forward to because I don't have time to have a sinus infection right now.
It used to be me getting sinus infections all the time. Now it's Luke.
I really need to get my deviated septum fixed because that's where it's causing
It's just expensive and annoying.
Yeah. So
it's a process.
It's a process.
Paws around her face. That's true. And a giddy smile. I love that.
Oh.
That's the easiest way. You can also look at their bangs. Yes. So mine, for some reason, my hair. So the hair on the sides likes to fall onto the sides, and it makes my head really round. And then this part will fall to the center. So right here, even though I have hair growing here from all my Rogaine and hair growth stuff, there's hair there, just not a lot of hair. And also I have a calic right here that is prominent, and it throws my hair this way.
You're making a lot of excuses, but I honestly think your hair looks so 70s-y. And Paul doesn't love it when it looks like a bowl cut. And I think it looks like
Will Byers when he had a bad haircut.
No, I thought that was so classic for that era.
Yeah, but it doesn't look good.
Well, how old was I? I was with the double front flip. I think I was 14, maybe a little younger, 13, when I did a double front. Yeah, because we lost the trampoline. Our next door neighbor broke his arm, and so then the insurance company made us get rid of the trampoline, and I was devastated. So then I started doing tricks.
So mad at him.
I started doing tricks on the ground, and probably damaged my knees beyond compare and my ankles. But because of a lot of working out and a lot of rehabilitation, I do feel like I've actually healed a lot of that pain that I originally did to my legs doing gymnastics when I didn't know what I was doing. But then I started getting trained, which was great. But I was about probably 12 or 13 when I did double front.
Here's the thing. When we were kids, we got hurt all the time. We were not worried about it. We weren't going to the doctor for it. We were just
But that was the first double front flip, and that's when I broke my
Luke's
nose. And
face
it
was just tender for a very long. He just was complaining about it for a long time.
Yeah, it was pretty sore.
And my mom was like, "You probably broke it."
But then
there's nothing
it really wasn't as prominent until I did the breakdancing in college.
Yeah. Wait, what are some of your guys' favorite musicals or shows that you've seen? Kim said & Juliet is so good. Cameron said, I love Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, I love Little Shop.
I haven't seen & Juliet yet, and I'd like to see & Juliet. I don't know if that's going to happen soon, but I need to see it soon. I think Back to the Future is one of my favorites. I love Back to the Future.
Ken Tracy. My mom grew up at a camp called Sedan Bible Camp. Near Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's actually between Chattanooga and Knoxville
area.
Kind of right between those two.
Oh, Billy Elliot and Lion King are two of my all-time favorites. Lion King is so good. We just saw that.
I've never seen Billy Elliot.
I know.
I really wish I would have. There was a local production done, and I really would love to see it. But
that would be our story. It's
I know.
It would be such a touching story for us.
I think it would be very emotional. I really need to see it. I need to make that happen.
Grease.
Phantom.
Oh, I love Mamma Mia. They're redoing
our friend Matthew
Phantom.
Bimore loves Phantom, and so we've seen the film version a lot of times. I've never seen it live.
Yeah, Scott was just telling me that they, when we were leaving, that they're redoing Phantom, but they're doing something super different with it. And he's and they're being really secretive about it.
Oh,
but I was like, that's really exciting.
Spooky.
Good morning in Finland. I want to go to Finland.
Hi, Finland. What's your favorite musical?
Perth. Yeah, what about
Mamma Mia is so camp, but I love it. I love Mamma Mia.
Dude, Mamma Mia. I don't love the ballads in the second act.
Yeah, I love the first
Speed it
half.
up, guys.
I love the first act. Second act, I'm like, okay, let's get to it.
But for a movie, I have to say that
Mamma Mia,
Here We Go Again is so good. Especially the stuff with Lily James in the past. Like what happened in the past.
I love Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
My favorite. Germany, what's up, Germany? We got about 10 more minutes.
Grease, that's a great one, too.
I love that.
Oh, man.
Sweeney Todd is freaking awesome.
Good morning.
I've only ever seen the movie of Sweeney Todd. I'd love to see a stage production.
I wish we would have seen Sweeney Todd with the guy from Stranger Things in it.
Because he was in New York when we were there.
We were there like a few years ago, and we saw him at a restaurant. He sat next to us, and we were like, hi. Talked to him about his dog, and I was like, oh,
it wasn't his dog. It was his friend's dog.
Oh, his friend's dog.
The dresser's dog.
And then I was like, I loved you in Stranger Things. He's like, oh my gosh, thanks. And then that was like the extent
of our conversation.
And then we just like went on with our conversation. It was fine.
But we were literally, like in New York, it's like you were sitting right next to him. It was like this close.
Yeah.
And we were at our table, and they had
anyway, I love Stranger Things. And so the Stranger Things show, which I was a little sad that he didn't win
Best actor.
Best Actor because he came all the way from the West End and then did
the guy from Oh Mary won, which I guess makes sense. But I think that I don't know.
Oh, because it was all just plays. That's
It was just
a play.
Actors in a play.
It's a weird one because it does kind of feel like a musical because the music is so epic, but it is such a good show.
But it's kind of like Cursed Child. It feels
Hi
like
from
feels
Japan.
Like
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Dustin, as Toby, he was amazing. I just wish I could have seen him, but I didn't get to see him.
Macon, Missouri.
The Carole King musical. That was a surprisingly good one. I'm not normally
beautiful. The Carole King musical,
guys. I'm not normally a jukebox musical fan. It has to be a very good jukebox musical, but that one got me. That was so good.
Oh no! Somebody said something about Les Mis.
Les Mis is a good one, Kenton.
Paul loves Les Mis.
I did like Les Mis.
It's really for anyone. It's for everyone, I think.
Except
just not me.
That one, Les Mis, brought up.
I
think Kenton was just.
Let's move on.
I think Kenton was just trying to pick at you.
Let's move on.
Love Les Mis.
Labyrinth would make a fun musical. That's so true. I watched Labyrinth within the last couple of years, and it was so good.
That is
I
so
hadn't
good.
seen it.
Bye, Kim. Thanks for hanging out with us on your lunch break.
Yeah, you can call me a freak, Ken. I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Also, what am I? I'm making weird noises.
I've watched all of the movies and all of the stage singing things and seen the tour and seen it.
Yeah. Okay. We don't need to talk about the movie though. That was kind of a miss. But the stage show is great.
And I saw all that stuff, and it just doesn't.
Stevie Nicks the musical.
Evita.
That was so good. Evita. I've never seen Evita live, and I'd love to see it. Oh, I haven't ever seen.
I've
Evita
heard of
live.
Evita, and I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Cameron said, "Well, this is way too long."
Oh my gosh, somebody agrees with me. I just don't like the story.
It's an epic.
It is very long. It is very long though too.
I just saw Dancer in the Dark, the musical. Tom, how was that? Did you like it? Anything pre 1970? John, I love pre 1970. What do you got?
What are you talking about?
Hit me with your best shot. You know,
I don't know
your
that
faves.
much, but I will if I have heard.
I really like some of my faves.
I do love West Side Story.
Yeah,
but I love a dance musical.
Same.
Newsies is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Come From Away is when I went into not knowing anything about it and then left just absolutely in tears, a mess, and I love it. It's so good. Patty, not Madonna. I agree with that.
Yeah. The Who's Tommy? I don't know the Who's Tommy. What is that, Kenton?
I don't know what that is. Yeah. Okay, I have to pull my nose
Epitaph.
again. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Take your time. We're chilling. Yeah, we talked about Les Mis for a bit while Luke's gone. Oh, the Who's Tommy is a rock opera. I do love a good rock opera. Here's the thing about Seussical. I don't love that musical, but I do love that it's like literally all rhymed and sung, and it really plays homage to the stories that it comes from. And I think that it's really, I think it's really well done. I don't love it. I've seen it too many times, and I was in it. But
after we were in it, I never wanted to see it again.
Yeah.
But then
Brian,
I have seen it multiple
good to see you, Brian.
Hi.
That's great that your rehearsals for Grease are going well.
I would love to be in that show.
I know.
I would love to
Grease.
ensemble that show.
The Grease. Grease Lightning. I want to do that.
Have I listened to
number.
Epic the Musical? No, but I heard about it way before. Like now it's blowing
off.
up. And
our
it's
friend
so
Tracy
good.
loves it.
She's like supported on Patreon for like 3 years, and like she was like an early adapter and told us about it like when we were in Japan in 2023.
Yeah, she was.
And I was like, okay, and I listened to it a little bit, but I didn't really get into it. And then now I'm seeing all this stuff all over like TikTok and Instagram. I do kind of want
to get into it because I love that
really
lore.
cool.
I love the lore that he's writing about. It's
I do too.
Great.
I think it's very, very.
You know, I've never actually seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show live.
I haven't, but the theater literally next door to our house
used to do it
year round, and now they closed down.
Yeah.
But I think that the Black Theater at the one down in the West Bottoms, they do it every Halloween.
Black Box. Yeah. Black Box Theater does it down there. Yeah.
So I would love to see it sometime.
Bar, a pop opera.
Hades Town. We just saw one of the best high school productions of Hades Town. It was incredible.
We've seen the tour as well.
East. We also saw the tour.
Yeah.
Incredible show.
What are some of our favorite shows? Luke, what are some of your favorite shows?
Oh, I've said a few of them.
Yeah.
Newsies, Come From Away. I love MJ.
Yeah, MJ the musical.
Michael
so
Jackson is
good.
like one of my heroes, and so it's crazy to like get to watch his story and his life story kind of played out on stage.
Yeah.
I have seen it several times, and it is so good. I really Shucked comes to mind
Yeah,
when I'm
that's-
just thinking
yeah.
about shows that I've seen that I was like blown away by. I love going into a show not knowing a thing about
Yeah.
it.
That's
and
what
then
Come From
coming
Away,
out and being
yeah.
like, it's like my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
The Lion King. We just saw the tour, and it's just so good.
We've seen it 3 times now.
He
but
lives
it's-
in you.
yeah.
Like
He
I
lives in you.
when he and the reprise. Oh,
Stop! I love it.
I love that. I love the way that theater connects people. So I love that we're talking about this right now, and that makes me so happy.
Vonzo, I'm so happy you're enjoying yourself. We
Oh.
just enjoy that you're here, and thank you for commenting and joining the chat. We love.
I'm new to Twin Sauce. Oh my gosh!
I love
Well,
that.
Welcome.
We're just here having a great time.
We're just here talking about musicals. Whatever.
Bro, here we
We're
are.
not even talking about the Tonys. We're just talking about musicals in general.
Cats, Kenton.
Okay, here's the thing about Cats. I don't really love to watch Cats, but I would love to be in Cats.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
I would agree with that.
Where the story, I love a story. I think one of my favorite shows ever that we've done was Curtains, because the story, every line mattered.
Yes, yeah.
Even if you had a very, like I had like 3 lines or
Yeah,
like
and the whole
sub-lines.
thing.
And they were still important to the plot. So you had to really pay attention. And the audience really, really enjoyed it. Even though a lot of people didn't know the show and a lot of people did not come for the show. We had a lot of rainouts. It was really sad. But
Because it was outdoor. It was an
it's
outdoor,
an outdoor
theater.
theater. But we had a lot of people tell us later that it's still one of their favorite shows that they've seen at that theater. And they do 5 shows every summer. And that was in 2021 that we did
Yeah.
that. And it was one of my favorite shows because it's a murder mystery. There's a lot of details. But even as an ensemble, I was still learning pieces
Yeah.
to the puzzle
As you were doing the show.
as we were literally
Yeah.
in the show. Like you're sitting in the show like, oh my gosh.
I also, it was really
I
fun. We
love
didn't
good
read
writing.
the ending of it. We just speculated in rehearsals. We knew the
Until we
music
did a run
because you
through.
could listen to the entire soundtrack and not know who did it.
Yeah.
But so we were really working on music and on all that stuff. We had we weren't doing a lot of dialogue, so we weren't in those scenes. And so we literally didn't know until the producer run where we like strung everything together. No, I guess it was a little bit before that. But when we were stringing everything together, who did it? And we all like the day we did a run through, we were like, who do you think it is?
Yeah,
and
we're all
then-
placing
and then-
bets.
And then we all got to the end and we were like, what? And so we
Nobody got it right.
Yeah.
Except for Phoebe, who read ahead. Anyway, it's fine.
well, Phoebes.
Somebody
She's
said,
so talented.
Vazel Reynolds said, I saw your Gatsby new money dance and I was hooked.
Ah.
I played Sydney Bernstein in Curtains.
Oh, no way!
I love Curtains so much.
Curtains is my
That makes me
favorite.
so happy.
A camp,
First of
a
all-
theater camp is doing it right now, and I'm
I know.
so
I'm
excited.
so excited to go watch it. And we know a lot of the kids that are doing
Yeah.
it. You said that you saw the new Gatsby new money dance. That's one of my favorite dances that we've ever done.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so happy that
Yeah.
we had the opportunity to see the show. They brought us out. They paid us to actually do that dance, which is crazy. Broadway
Normally,
theaters do not pay you
don't
to
pay you.
advertise. And we will just usually do it out of just pure volunteer, trying to get on the hype, But they actually paid us some money, not our normal rates, pretty lower than our normal rates, but not bad. Just
Yeah.
that it was different. But then they also give us tickets to see the show, and that was we got to see Jeremy Jordan, Ava. We got to see.
Yeah,
it was
it
so
was
great.
so
It
good.
was such a
Ugh.
great show.
It's such a good time.
I literally that is a core memory. I think Gatsby
It's also one of my favorites.
because of the experience of doing it and getting to the dance and then getting to see the show. It was just so fun.
also new money
all the
is such a great-
stories.
and it's such a spectacle.
It's
It
such
is
a that whole
beautifully
show
done.
is a spectacle. It's great.
That was also a show we went into not knowing anything. I had not read the book. I
I
know
knew nothing
anything
about The Great
that.
Gatsby. I
Yeah.
hadn't seen the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
which I now really want to watch.
I know.
Wicked is so good. Duh. I love it. 2 minutes till 11. Oh my golly gee. Thank you so much, Charles. Early shows, Carousel. I wanted to see it when it was revived 2 years
Yeah.
ago, and we weren't able to
Missed
see it. We
it.
tried.
I know.
We tried to rush it. That was it. And we didn't
We
get
couldn't
it.
get the rush tickets, but because we were poor.
We were poor. We still are sometimes. It feels, but I mean, no.
We're trying to be- we're
frugal.
trying to-
Pippin is great, guys. You just keep saying musicals, and I may not like Les Mis, but I like almost everything.
New York is another one that honestly was
People didn't like it, but
I
really
loved
enjoyed it.
I had a great time.
Yes, I do feel like the story was a little discombobulated.
They needed to
like,
cut
some
back
of the
on
characters.
Yeah, I think cut down some
too
of
many
your
storylines were going on. But other than that, but it made it feel very New York.
Yeah,
because you like there's so many storylines you hit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Everyone's on their own thing.
we have to wrap this up because I have to go to bed because I have to get up at 5:30 tomorrow.
Yeah.
to get to my shoot. And I'm really excited about the shoot. It's for a brand deal. We're very excited about it, but we have to be on location. It's 30 minutes away. Yada 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 yada.
And our call time is like 7 o'clock.
So 7 o'clock. So we have to get there, and we're gonna be wearing retro clothes. We get to dance. I'm very excited.
There's a little hint right there. It'll be a minute before you see it. These things take time.
These things take so long.
Yeah.
So
But
we'll keep you guys posted. I am so grateful for all of you. Can you guys tell us if there's anything going on in your lives that you need prayer about? If you just want us to send you some good vibes, an up or a down, a good or a bad, anything at all. We'd love to hear it from you because we've just spent the hour talking about musicals and about ourselves. So I would love to hear from you guys.
I am always just so excited to hear what's going on in everyone's life. We love to pray for you guys, but if you don't like prayer, that's totally fine.
Yeah,
we can just give you good vibes and hear
good
about what's
vibes your
going
way.
on in your
Oh
life.
no, your mom's in the hospital?
Oh, Charles.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear
Is
that.
it like bad hospital or like bummer?
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks
Good
for hanging
night.
out.
Thanks for hanging out. I wish I could
Send
take my mom's
you
pain
summer
away.
vibes. Love
Eric,
that.
we'll be praying for your mom. I felt that way about so many of my family and friends.
Yeah. Internal bleeding.
I will send you summer vibes. Let's go, Tom. Thank you.
Just stay joyful, said John.
Thank you,
so
John.
much.
I agree. And also, but right back at you.
Yeah.
Internal bleeding.
Ooh.
That's scary. We'll be praying. My best friend is moving to Texas. I don't want to lose my relationship with her, but I hope everything goes well with her and her family. That's so
really
hard. That is so hard. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I'm so sorry.
I know, Ben. We love a brand deal. We love a brand deal. When you guys see brand deals, just be so nice and like interact with them.
Comment on them multiple times.
If you want to share them to your story, that's always great, but you don't have to. But if you want to,
our brand deals sometimes just tank. That's just normal. It's so hard
because we have to do all this like
yes. Yeah, Frank said, let's pray for the settling civil unrest in Los Angeles. It is.
I know, it's really sad and scary.
I wish I could have my mom back. It's coming up on 1 year without her. Christopher, I'm so sorry. We'll be praying for you as you mourn. It's okay to still be mourning.
I know.
Dance to Candyman by Christina Aguilera.
With her twin sailors. That's actually right.
Candyman. Still recovering from being sick. I mean, literally, I just got a runny nose today. I feel like it's going to take me a while to fight this.
Pray for us for our safety for the next
couple weeks.
I guess the next couple weeks is going to be a lot of travel, so just be praying for that.
Just praying for us, yeah.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we're doing okay. We're just tired. The last couple of days, I got hit with
Paul got
something
hit recently and was like, I'm exhausted, and I'm like, I don't feel bad.
Like I was like taking take multiple naps.
Take a little nap,
but then I couldn't sleep at night, so maybe it was just my sleep schedule was off. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we get to this point of the night and then I'm like not tired anymore.
I know, but we need to go to bed.
At 7 o'clock I was exhausted.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate you.
So.
All right, well, let's go ahead and pray. If you have more things to pray about, go for it. Luke,
keep sharing them in the chat and I'll pray y'all out.
Yeah.
God, I think this day I pray for anybody dealing with any kind of illness, sickness, anxiety, depression, any kind of lack of peace. God, I pray that you'll wrap your loving arms around us and just send people peace during this time. Also give people wisdom. If there's things like give leaders wisdom, change people's minds, do what you have to do, and help people know that you care about them and you love them, and that you are the bringer of all peace. I just also pray for anybody who's dealing with loss of any kind, if that's a loved one, a friend moving away, a parent in the hospital, anyone in the hospital, family, friend, relationship of any kind. I just pray that you'll be with them and give them peace during this time, give the doctors wisdom. But ultimately, for those who have lost people, I just pray for peace and comfort as they mourn. God, we know that it's a long process. Missing someone is forever, and that can be a process that goes with you the rest of your life. And I just pray that you'll be with them as they traverse that and as they continue to take steps forward. I thank you so much for what you're doing in our lives. Give us safety. Give everybody safety as they travel or do things over the summer. As you heal people from being sick, heal my nose. Thank you so much for what you're doing in our lives, God. Thank you for this community. I'm just so thankful for everybody here. and for those who have lifted us up and encouraged us in so many incredible ways and have reached out during the week to make sure we're okay. And I'm so grateful for just bringing these people together. And thanks so much for being here. Thanks for bringing them here, God. And Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Amen. I was going to pray that you'd stop there.
I
said, dear God, please help Luke to just stop praying. All right. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It was great. It was a good prayer.
I was yawning.
Yeah. Also,
thanks, Eric.
if you didn't see it, go watch our Maybe Happy Endings dance today because it bombed.
It bombed in the algorithm. Maybe watch it 3 or 4 times.
To be fair, it's a very unknown song, and the dance is unknown. Like, there's a lot of unknowns going on there, but
I know.
I loved it. I thought it was such a cutie
we
dance.
We loved it. It's a dance to a song in Maybe Happy Endings, which won the Tony for Best Musical. So we wanted to redo it. We had actually done it earlier. Alex Wong
while we were in Japan.
We did it while we were in Japan, and it did not perform well today, which is okay. We probably should have done it last night.
And I probably should have put some text on screen to help people know
that it was like, oh, this is the Tony.
It's in the caption.
This is the Tony winner.
Yeah, this is the winner
for Best Musical.
Best Musical.
We maybe didn't play our cards quite right, but if you have not seen that on Instagram, we would love it if you went and interacted with it. But also, you don't have to. No pressure. We will see you all in another video real soon. We have a video coming out soon, but we have to make sure it gets finished up. Our video editor and us have been slammed, so there's just a lot that has been going down with that.
Sometimes you just are busy.
And we have a lot coming, though, so I'm really excited about it. Be looking on the lookout for that stuff, and we'll talk to y'all in another video real soon. Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't die.
That sauced? No.
Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't die.
Okay, bye.
I think we might have to just keep it at one or the other.
Well, I think don't get lost in the sauce. And then end it there.
Boom. Don't get lost in the sauce.
Cut. You know.